Jess. Will see me real soon. I'm like, how about now? How are you? Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm not as organized as I usually am today. Thank you. Yeah, I just got this at Walmart. This was $6. Really cute, and it's like super soft, but I washed it once already and it's got fuzzies on it, so I guess I got my $6 out of it. Oh, I want to go to the beach so bad. Next week. I'm going to the beach next week. Go to Wildwood and I'm going to Seaside Heights. So, and I'll be in Atlantic City. So I'm very excited about that. Yeah, I know. Frickin' Walmart. So funny. I can't wait. I can't wait. You said the word beach. And now I'm like, I can't wait. I love the beach so much. That's the number one thing that I hate about living here is being landlocked. So did I ever tell you, like, when I worked in New Jersey, I grew up in New Jersey. When I lived, or when I worked, the job I was working at, we had like a very high end. It was a very high end boutique, and the Real Housewives of New Jersey used to shop in there all the time. And one time I was helping Teresa Giudice. I didn't know it was her. So I'm just helping her going about my business. And all my girls were like all starstruck over in the corner. Teresa was very nice. I never had a bad interaction with any of them. Who else came in there? One time Nathan Lane came in. He was doing a show on Broadway, and he was out because Wayne is only like 20 minutes from New York City. So Nathan Lane came in. He did not use the name Nathan Lane. He used a different name. So I'm guessing either it's like his real name or like a fake name that he has for people not knowing who he was, but I knew it was him. He was probably the nicest. And then the other nicest person was Queen Latifah's mother. Used to shop in our store regularly because she lived in Wayne. And she was the absolute sweetest person. She passed away a couple years ago, I believe, but just one of the hands down nicest, most humblest people. So that was fun. I forget who else. Oh, so I used to work with Zuri, who was, the group Run DMC. So the D of Run DMC, Daryl, his wife used to work with me in the store. Like it was her fun job. And she was amazing. I love her. I should try to connect with her on Facebook. It's been a long time, but yeah. So that's about the extent of my famous people. But yeah, where is everybody today? Kind of quiet. Maybe it's nice out. Yeah, I'm like trying to think now. I'm like, have I ever met any? I haven't really met any famous people. Like, besides that, like that's about it. I saw Will Smith one time at Ozfest because Jada was in. Jada has a metal band, so we were at Ozfest, and we saw Will Smith. And obviously Jada Pinkett Smith. I mean, we saw her band, but who else? Anybody else? I don't know why I went off on this, but hi, Christina. Hey, Diva, how are you? Hey, good going. Work out. All right. I love it. That's what I'm going to do right after this. Get it. I love it. Oh, one time me and my husband were in the airport. I forget if we were going to or coming back from North Carolina, but we met the WWE star Jeff Hardy in the airport. So there was that. I know why I went on this tangent of famous people. Just so funny. So I don't have anything planned on the chat today. I'm kind of mentally in vacation mode, even though I have a week to go. Hi, Mom. Mom said, I saw Kirk Cameron in the Dallas airport when I had the layover, and I saw Don DeLuise in Atlantic City, too. That's random. Did you say hi to them? Or did you not? I get starstruck. This is from Walmart. It was $6 from Walmart. It's just but it's super soft. I know, Jess. You know what? That was kind of my fear. I did overdo it on snacks. I did go a little off plan last night, but you know what? When I weighed myself, because I still been weighing myself every day, I kind of like it now, actually. But I still been weighing myself every day, and I was up 0.8 of a pound, and I'm like, okay, I really didn't go too crazy. Like, it was still like healthy snacks. I just had too many snacks. I'm also having an allergy attack, which is lovely. It was hard to get to Kirk. He was surrounded. Isn't he like kind of cuckoo crazy now? I admit I don't know anything about him, but I feel like I've heard that he's kind of cuckoo. Yeah, so how's everybody's day going? I might lose service, but so far so good. No worries, Jess. It's like I said, we're just casual. Cash stream today, just chit-chatting. I see. Thank you, Mom, for clarifying. I didn't even talk about what's in my coffee cup or the stream sponsorship, which epic fail. Jeanette, I believe, is on a road trip starting today, so she's probably not going to be here. So she's not going to be here to remind me to do any of the things that I'm supposed to do. So it's going to be failing all around. But I am drinking toasted coconut. It's called Summer Break. It is so good. It is so good. Stream is sponsored by Coffee Over Cardio. If you guys want to try some, which I strongly encourage you do, head over to the link in my description box and use my code 10LWS Coffee and get yourself 10% off your entire order. It's very good. Yeah, Jess, you would love it. Love it, love it. It's so good. It's so good. I put just a little, vanilla sugar-free creamer. Doesn't even need any sweetness. It's so good. I love coconut. So, Jess said, today was graduation at my school, but I'm not going. Trying not to feel guilty about it and just enjoy my day. Yeah. Graduation on a Sunday? That kind of sucks. How are you supposed to plan that? That seems weird to do a graduation on a Sunday. Everybody's quiet today. Y'all are quiet. Hi, Mary. Coconut. Yeah, I do like coconut. Honestly, so coconut, I have not tried like fresh coconut, like out of, I don't think it would bother me. I don't think it would bother my allergies, but it's kind of like, who eats just chunks of coconut? Nobody, right? That thing? I don't know. I love coconut flavor though. My favorite chocolate in a box of chocolates is the coconut one. Christina, I hear you. I got up so early this morning. My plan was like, I'm going to wake up early and I'm going to go work out and I'm actually going to look like an attractive person when I get on the live stream. That obviously didn't happen. Ooh, coconut shrimp. Yes. Hi, Jamie. Jamie, just finished my workout. Now having coffee number 2 before being productive. That's basically, that's what your girl's doing too. Chatting, having my second coffee, and then I have a bunch of crap to do. Like a bunch. I wanted to do something fun today, but it's hard. What was your workout, Jamie? What'd you do? We're really just chit-chatting today, too, by the way, for anybody who just jumped in. We're just chatting. If you have questions, today would be a great day. I'm happy to answer anything. I'm pretty much an open book, so I don't know what I may not have ever told you guys. But I'm happy to answer questions. What kind of coffee are you making, Christina? Anything good? Mary said, listening while doing dishes. I'm in a rush today, but didn't want to miss this. Aw, you're so sweet. It's Mary, you're not missing much. You're not missing much. I'm just here shooting the breeze, as they say. A cardio workout from Beachbody On Demand. Go, Jamie. Woohoo. Proud of you. Cheers. Enjoy that well-earned cup of coffee number 2. Been at work from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., but made sure I stuck to going to the gym. Is it really? Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know this was your first. Are you sure? I feel like you've been in here before. Maybe it's just because you leave me so many comments. Maybe I just feel like I've chatted with you. But that's okay. I'm so glad you're here. This is probably not the best one to get your first one, because today, usually I have topics planned and we talk about, I ask specific questions for us to talk about. But today we're just chit-chatting. We did chat on Instagram. That's right. You have sometimes listen, okay? My brain is terrible. I don't always remember. Christina said, I got some Starbucks sugar-free salted caramel syrup. Oh my god, girl, you're speaking my love languages here. That I got hooked on lately with a splash of half and half. That sounds delightful. That is sending, oh my gosh. Thank you for sending me those Get Fit bingos, because I freaking love them. I love them. And so I get mixed up with who's who and who's who on what a lot. That happens a lot. I have people in some of my Fitbit groups that I'm like, I know this person, but I don't know which. I don't know if it's Instagram. I don't know if it's YouTube. I don't where do I know them from? But I know them. So, okay, thank you for telling me that. And I love those Get Fit bingos. I won one last week. I was so excited because some of those girls in the bingo group, man, they're freaking. I'm like, how are you getting all these miles? The mileage is so high. Bye, Jess. Have a great day at the beach. I'm super jealous of you. Anyway, yeah, if you guys have Fitbit, you can add me. I'm going to put my email in there so you can, it's the longest email ever. But I'll put it in the chat so that if you guys want to add me on Fitbit, yes, I knew that, Teresa. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying because I'm me. Sometimes I need just a little friendly, hello reminder. Here's my email. If anybody's on Fitbit and they have not added me, please add me. I love, we do challenges and stuff. Hey, Sonoma, how are you? Yeah, so add me on Fitbit because I have like different groups of, like challenges because I have some friends who get like an absurd amount of steps because they work a job where they're like on their feet a lot. That is not me. I sit my butt at my desk right here. And that's like pretty much all day. So I don't get any steps. God, one day, it was a day I was really, really busy. I think I had like 1,300 steps for the day by the time I got to the end of the day. And I was just like, that is not good. Like, so I've been really working on, I'm going to say like the last couple weeks, I've really been working on, like intentionally getting my butt up and just walking around, like, cause I work from home part of the time and then I work from home. I work in the office, like usually 2 days. So yeah. Yes. So add Teresa, because she will invite you to the Get Fit bingos, and those are really, really cool. Oh, Mary, that's such a good question. Hold on, I'm going to chug this last sip of coffee. That was very good. So, okay, Mary, so there's kind of, do you want like my highest steps ever in a regular day? Because the highest steps that I ever got, ever, was when I was in Disney World. And I think I can pull that up here. Hold on. When I tell you this number, you're going to be like, holy guacamole. It does go back. So that would have been 2019. Let's see. Almost there. I know this was my like world record for me. Okay. Where is that? Oh no, I went to Disney in 2018, not 2019. Gosh, it just keeps getting further and further back from when I was last there. Let's see. I'm almost there. Oh no, I went too far. Now I'm in July of 2018. Let's see. I know I'm going to scroll too fast and it's going to go right past it. Okay. Okay, so my highest steps in a day. Hey, Teresa, how are you? Okay, so my highest steps ever, and this was when we were in Epcot in Walt Disney World, was, I'll see if I can hold it up here. 31,416 steps in a day. This whole week. Look at that week. That was the week we were in Disney World, okay? That is just insanity. Insanity. I think probably, gosh, I could probably figure out right quick what my highest steps were for this year. That would probably be good. It might have been last Thursday, honestly. Let's see. Yeah, most of the time, like my high steps are like a high day for me is like 1,100 to 1,200. No. 11,000? Yeah, 11,000. God, I'm an idiot. Let's see. I'm just scrolling real quick through 2021. Yeah, it was. So my highest steps this year so far actually just happened on Thursday. And I'll tell you the number in a second. Let me get that in there. Yes, add Teresa on Fitbit. So get her on there. So on Thursday, I had a meeting for work in downtown Tulsa. And so the first meeting was like a tour of a building that we're going to have like a desk in. It's like a community, like a shared space for entrepreneurs. Yeah. Oh, now we have multiple Teresas in here. So we went on this building tour. So that was a couple thousand steps. And then we had time in between our next meeting, which was right down the street. So I went and visited another client and walked around with them and did a building tour because they're doing some construction on their office. So I walked around there. And then when I was done with that meeting, I said, you know what? I'm just going to walk over to the coffee shop where my next meeting is. So I walked there. And then when I was done, I walked back. So I did that. And then I worked out. And then I did all this other stuff. So my highest steps this year are 17,896 steps. That was Thursday. I actually had a great week, and I did not hit 10,000 steps yesterday, but it was kind of like, it was like that point where I was like, I need to listen to my body. I was tired. I was tired yesterday. So I didn't get 10,000 steps every single day this week, but I did 6 out of 7. That's really good for me. That almost never happens. Usually I'm like a 4 out of 7 kind of girl. Hi, Joe. Joe said, I also say world's record when it's just my personal record. And you know what? That's because we're cool. Yeah. So a lot of steps. Hi, Alex. How are you? I feel like I haven't talked to you in forever. Are you okay? I haven't visited your channel in a while. So maybe I missed stuff. But yeah, it's a lot of freaking steps. Disney World steps, though, I mean, I'm actually a lower weight now than I was when I was in Disney World. I think in Disney World, I was like 234. 234? What do I weigh now? 231. Yeah, I was stupid. Yeah, so Mary, holy crap. Mary said, mine is almost 24,000, trying to beat that this month. That's a lot. Wow. Holy moly. I love it, though. I love it. So yeah, so for everybody who just jumped in today, we're just like super casual chatting. I don't have nothing on the docket. Nothing scheduled. I'll answer your questions. If you have questions about me, I don't know. I'm pretty open. I don't know what you would want to ask, but I'll answer them. Mary had a good question. Mary asked what my personal record was. My world's record. So if you want to ask questions, YouTube questions, I don't mind that either. Whatever you want to talk about. Or if you need support. Do you need support? Anybody having like a tough time and like just need some words of encouragement? Because I've got those too. That's my favorite thing to do, is encourage other people to, I'm not perfect, but I feel like, if I can help people, I will. Switching over to water. I completely get that, Alex. Sometimes a little break is, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I'm a big fan of that. So what you got? Ask me something. We do trivia. I don't have any questions, though, so you'll have to ask me a trivia question. Y'all are quiet today. Actually, it's pretty low attendance today. Low attendance. Listen to me. What is wrong with me? Why am I the way that I am? Alex said, what do you do when you feel like starting a drastic diet? This is something I've been really struggling with lately. For me, I just remember how much I hated my life the last time I started a drastic diet. How do you keep on avoiding doing bad choices? Well, you know what? I'm not always the greatest at not making bad choices, to be completely honest. But I would say, thanks, Mom. I am. Thanks, Mom. Um, I would say, um, I think, when I'm in like kind of like a streak of making bad choices, I take a minute to like actually reflect. Like for me, the big thing for me, like this, especially this last week. So this is like a timely question actually, because I really was struggling the 2 weeks prior to this, like really, really struggling, guys, like really, really bad. Um, so for me, I had to like sit down and like give myself some structure. I realized that I was doing things kind of like very unstructured, and sometimes you need that structure to kind of like, I don't like using the term getting back on track, right? Because I'm trying to make a lifestyle change. So I don't want to be on track or off track. I want to be just living my life. But like when I'm feeling out of control, I need to write out a plan. And that actually, so this last week that went great. That went great for me. My plan last week went excellent. Um but yeah, so like you just have to kind of rein it in. And part of, especially when you're trying to lose weight, I feel like a big part of it, like if you're not mentally in it, you're not mentally in it. And I would say too, like, start removing the words good or bad around food. Like, food is not good or evil, okay? It's just food. It's just food. And when you take a lot of that, like, when you take morals out of eating, it makes a big change. Because, I mean, if you do something bad, what's the natural feeling after that, right? Is guilt and shame. But if you take away that good or bad and change it to something else, for me, I use healthy and less healthy. So like if I make less healthy choices, right? I don't feel as guilty about that as I do if I tell myself like I made a bad choice. Like just flipping kind of that stuff around, like, I feel like it does make a world of difference. That was a big part of like the stuff that I'm going through to treat my binge eating disorder, is removing emotions from food. Like a fruit is neither good or evil. A fruit's not going to go out and commit a crime. You know what I mean? It's just food. It's just a source of energy. It's a source of calories. Like break it down into that and kind of like just take those out. I hope that's helpful, Alex. But you got it. A big part of it is being like, sit down, write down stuff. Just write it out. Even if it's stupid, even if it's just words, like it doesn't even have to be complete sentences. Like write what you're feeling, write what you feel like you need to do. I hope that's helpful. Teresa said, I need some input on my channel. What kind of content do you think would be most interesting for me to share? I like seeing people's like day to day, like here's what I do in a week. For me, a big part of that is like I like seeing stuff. I kind of realized that even in my own content is like I need to show more stuff. Like I'm really good at like talking about what I did during the week, but I don't really show it. So I've been consciously trying. I don't know. Like, most of you guys follow me on Instagram, but I posted a reel yesterday of like highlight foods from my week, and really those were the foods that I remembered to video. But I've been trying to show more of that. So I think like what I eat in a day, I really like that. I like to see what, sometimes I get inspired by what other people are making. So what I eat in a day, or like showing your workouts, I like that too. I know like if you go to the gym or whatever, you can't really show it, but That would be cool. Teresa said, oh, to Alex, I would say that you get back to what it is you are really doing this for. What are your compelling whys? Teresa always has good advice. Mary asked, talking about food, what's your guilty pleasure food? Well, so I don't, and I honestly don't know how to answer that because I don't not allow myself anything. So, like, if I want ice cream, I have ice cream. But I could probably live off desserts. I love desserts. You know what I used to love? Like, probably one of my favorite desserts is at On the Border, which is a chain Mexican restaurant. But On the Border had these caramel turtle empanadas. So good. And I don't know if you guys have Taco Bueno, but Taco Bueno has these cheesecake chimichangas. They're so good. Oh, God, they're so good. They're so delicious. So those would be, I guess if I had to call it a guilty pleasure, like something that I don't frequently, that's how I'll say it. Something I don't frequently indulge in would be those kinds of desserts. Like really rich, creamy, delicious desserts. I'm a desserts girl. You guys are asking such good questions. I love this. Mary said, I learned to see the food as fuel. You can eat things you love, but is the quantity that we have to control. Bingo. Very well said, Mary. Thank you. That was very well said. Alexandra said, food is not going to commit a crime. That's gold. It's not, right? It's not going to commit murder. Unless somebody has an allergy and they don't know it. Then you would be murdered by a fruit, I guess. But other than that. Oh, that's kind of scary, actually. I shouldn't have said that. I have fruit allergies. I can only eat like so many fruits. Apples and bananas. And even like some apples, those bother me too. Sonoma said, I started writing stuff down again, and if people give me sweets, I take them and trash it. It's powerful. Good for you. It'd be very hard for me to trash sweets. As I just said, I'm a desserts girl. I love desserts. Mary asked, what is one thing you wish you knew before you started this weight loss journey? One thing I wish I knew before I started. Wow, that's a really good question. So one thing I wish I knew before I started. Well, how about I'm going to throw this back, okay? I'm going to throw it back a little bit further than this particular weight loss journey. Because I was actually in a really good space when I started this one because I was like, I'm not doing crash diets. I'm not doing any fad diets. I'm not doing any of this bullshit that I've been trying to do all these years, okay? So that was a big thing for me, was that I did not want to do the same crap that I had done for years and years and years that would work in the short term. And then as soon as I stopped doing it, I would gain it all back and then some. And that was my experience after I did keto. I know, I have no filter sometimes. Sorry, Mom. But after I did keto, I really think that was like the awakening for me, because I did keto for, I want to say, I really don't remember how long it was. I think it was about 6 months. It was the last half of 2017, okay? And did I lose a bunch of weight? Yes, I did. I lost, I don't know, somewhere between 55 and 60 pounds. I put a picture up. If you scroll back through the Caffeine Calories Facebook group, I actually posted a picture from when I did keto, and I was really small. But you can actually see in my face how miserable I am. Like, that was something, when I looked back at that, I was just like, oh my God, look at my face. Like, I look miserable. And I hated it. I hated every second of that. I was so cranky. I was just never happy. So I think if I could go like back in time and tell myself one thing, it would be like, you don't have to do a fad diet. Like, just eat the food that you like. Like, learn how to fix that relationship that you have with food. Fix that and eat what you like. Just eat less. Just eat less. And I often think about, while I'm doing this now, if I would have done this much sooner and I would have taken the current approach that I have now much sooner, where would I be today? Would I have stayed the course? Would I have... and if you have an eating disorder, get therapy. Don't try to fix it on your own. Does not work. You need professional help. That would probably be the other thing I tell myself. But I did all those things before I really like hunkered down on this journey. So on this particular iteration of me trying to lose weight, which I'm hoping is the last one. I really don't want to do this again. Like, I love everything I'm doing and I'm learning to do. But like, I don't ever want to have to lose weight again. I want to maybe just maintain, like, fluctuate 5 to 10 pounds every now and then, but not carrying around an extra 100 pounds on your body is a lot. And I often think about how horrible I felt around when I started this. God, in January of this year, I was just thinking about this because I commented on another channel's video, but I commented this and I couldn't even sit on the couch comfortably. Like, I felt so miserable. I felt so awful. Sitting on the couch was uncomfortable. And that's terrifying. Like, if you can't even sit on your couch comfortably, like, that's not good. I can remember, I think I was like leaning back and I could almost feel my weight on my chest. You know what I mean? And that was not a good feeling. And I don't ever want to feel like that. I really don't ever want to feel like that again. So, I don't know what the question even was. I hope I answered it. I went off, as you know, I tend to do. So, let me get caught up here. Okay, Mary, I got your question. Teresa said, yes, good point. I've been thinking about that too. It takes more time planning, so I need to think about doing that, showing more in the videos. Yeah, absolutely, Teresa. The more, and you know what? You've been at it a while, like to start putting in like some B-roll. That took me forever to like get, brave enough to do. I don't know why, but like, even the greatest YouTube advice I ever heard from anything is from a YouTube advice channel, Catherine Manning. I don't know if you guys have ever heard. She used to be called The Content Bug, and then last year she changed to Catherine Manning. She talks really fast, but I love her. But the best advice I ever heard was from her, and she said, even if you think it's boring, somebody else is going to find it interesting. So put it in. And that advice kind of like opened my mind. And I was like, okay, I'll put more stuff in. Even if I think it's dumb, somebody's going to use this information and be interested. So, yes, isn't Catherine awesome? Alex said, Sarah, did you know at the beginning of this journey that this is the time you will be successful? I mean, did you have that feeling that this is it? That's such a good question. Oh my gosh, Alex, that's such a good question. So I knew this is the first time ever that I have not done crash dieting. Okay. Every time I've ever tried to lose weight was some extreme crap. Okay. Whether it was keto, Weight Watchers, South Beach diet. I did this cabbage soup diet one time. That was a blast. I'm sure you can imagine. Everything that I did was some kind of like very restrictive, I almost want to use the word like hardcore, like you couldn't make mistakes, or that was it. You know, like you couldn't make mistakes. So for me this time, did I think that this was going to be I want it to be. I really, really want it to be. And it's taking me a long time. Like I see a lot of other channels and I'm like, gosh, this girl's been at it 3 months and she lost 30 pounds. And for me, I'm like a year in, over a year in now at this point. And, you know, I've only lost 40 pounds in a year. And then I, like, whenever I start thinking that way, I'm like, full stop. No, we're not doing that today. We're not doing that. I am changing my lifestyle. I am not on a diet. So, of course, it's going to be slower. And I didn't gain all my extra weight in just 1 year. I gained it over the course of, I'm going to say, well, the end of 2017 to the beginning of 2020. So that's like two years. So I imagine that it would take me 2 years to get it off. And because I'm being flexible with myself, right? Like I eat what I want. Like I eat what I want. If I want hot Cheetos, your girl has hot Cheetos. I just measure them out and weigh them out and make sure that I'm still in a calorie deficit for the day. If I eat Cheetos and it's not going to keep me in a calorie deficit, guess what? I'm not eating them that day. That's all there is to it. Sometimes I can't control myself because I do have an eating disorder. So that's something, you know, that I struggle with. But, you know, it's just part of it. It's just part of it. So, yeah. Teresa K asked me, do you have a goal weight or are you waiting to see where you feel good at? So that's so great. So like, that's such a good question, Teresa, because if I were to go by like all the charts and stuff, the charts have me at like 130 to 140. The only time I was ever in that weight range was probably back in high school. And I have some photos from them and I don't actually like how I look at that weight. So a happy weight for me, or what I consider a happy weight, is anywhere from 175 to 185. 175 being the optimal for me. So 175 is my goal, and that's where I started this journey. I was at 274.4 pounds when I started. So that's my 100 pounds. Is if I hit that 175 mark. So I'd be very happy with that, but I think I'll feel a lot more confident at like 185. That was where I got to, I believe where I got to when I did keto. I think I was like 195 and I was feeling pretty good. But then like when I went off keto, I gained a lot back very quickly. Other Teresa said, keto isn't for everyone. I personally love it, but everyone has their own personal journey. Yes, I should say that. Like, I am the biggest fan of you do you. Like, if it works for you, amazing. As long as it's safe and it's healthy, okay? Obviously, like, not unsafe things. But if you... For me, I think if I was going to give anybody any kind of advice, I would say whatever it is that you're doing to lose the weight, make sure that's something that you plan on doing forever. Because if you are going to stop doing it, there's a good chance you're going to gain weight back. Which is why I very intentionally was like, I don't want to do a diet because I don't want it to be something that I stop doing. I just want to live my life and lose the weight. So yeah, is my stream having problems? It looks like it dropped. That's super weird. Teresa said, totally agree. BMI doesn't take into account someone's build. If I hit what health professionals say is my ideal weight, I think I would look unwell. Yeah, I wish I knew. It's a really old picture because I think I was like 16, maybe 17 or 18 years old when I was really, really small. I mean, I was really small, but gosh, that was probably the unhealthiest way I ever. I would only eat once a day. I did not enjoy that. Hi, Soli. I didn't know you were in here. How are you? Thank you. I'm glad. So, and you guys can't see it, but there's like a little screen like the YouTube live stream. If you've ever done a live stream, you know what it looks like. But there's a little graph of viewers, and it was like up, 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 and then went. So it's like, oh God, did something happen? But it's kind of a quiet stream today anyway, so that's okay. But thank you. I always appreciate when you guys give me feedback if I'm like, did I break something? Hi, Sarah. Sarah said, I completely agree with picking something you can do for the long term. That's why I'm doing a calorie range and not being harsh on myself if I do have overdays. Yeah, 100%. That's kind of me too. For me, it's like, I feel like at a certain point, and it's taken me a while because of the binge eating disorder, I'm not always consistent with like knowing my calorie range. But I feel like now, like I'm starting to recognize serving sizes, which is kind of cool. Like for me, like the fat-free cheese that I use, I know exactly how much to grab to like get to a serving size. I weigh everything. I use a food scale and I weigh everything. But like I know how much like what size handful to grab, and I get so close. I get within like 2 or 3 grams. It's like a challenge I give myself. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna hit. It's the serving size is 28 grams. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get 28 grams. Good question. Teresa asked, how are you all determining your calorie ranges? Based on a calculator or something else? My very favorite thing is, and I will put the link in here, TDEE calculator.net. That is the most accurate one that I have ever used. Even like my Fitbit calorie thing, I actually hate how because that's what I track my food in. I track my food in the Fitbit app because I kind of like having everything in one app and not having to open multiple apps. But the total daily, I knew I was gonna botch this. Total daily energy expenditure. That calculator, so it looks a little confusing, but you fill in your basic information and then you scroll down and it has tabs, and it has tabs for whether you're cutting. It's, bodybuilders can use it too. So cutting, bulking, and maintaining. It gives you so it starts you with your maintenance, and then it shows you where you need to be in a deficit. And it also gives you some options on like other macros, but I don't really watch other macros other than like protein and fat. So I love that website. That's what I use. And I feel like that for me has been the most accurate. Sarah said, I looked up I think that's supposed to say resting basal metabolic rate. And then I look at what would give me a 1 to 2 pound loss per week. Then I said plus or minus 100 calories. That is a good range. That's a very good way to do it. Teresa said, I recently got another DEXA scan and it says my BMR is 1438, which seems really high to me. Like as your baseline? I don't know. I would say that's low. Like mine is pretty high. I'm going to go on TDE calculator. Because that's based on calories burned at complete rest. Oh, got it. I'm thinking the opposite. Forgive me. I'm going to do my TDE calculator right now. I'll do it for you in real time. So I'm 37. I only have a few more weeks to say I'm 37. I'm freaking out. I don't want to be 38. I don't wanna. Do you know? Okay, funny side note. Yesterday, my husband goes, wait, I thought you were 36. And I went, no, I'm 37. All right, I'm 5. Weight is 231. I haven't checked this, so this is actually good for me. I always, pro tip, when I do my TDE, so it asks you your activity levels. I always keep it at sedentary. Sedentary? I don't know how to say it. Whatever. You know what I mean. Okay, yeah, so this shows you, so this shows my maintenance calories. If I just wanted to be at this same weight every day of my life, is 2,061 calories, okay? Sedimentary. I'm just spewing at this point. Hey! Where is it? You see that BMI score? I'm under 40! I haven't checked that in so long. Holy crap. I don't actually care about BMI, but I always felt like being over 40 was like real bad. Oh, that's exciting. 39.7. I don't actually care, but it's, numbers. I like data. Okay, so what this does is, so here, there's a little tab that says maintenance and then cutting. So I want to go over to cutting. So it's going to give me my cutting calories. Where is it? They put an ad over it. Boy, they are sneaky. Hold on. Okay, so my cutting calories, it says, are 1,561 calories per day, which is a 500 calorie deficit from 2,061. So that makes sense, right? But it gives you some cool options down here. This is what I like. Walgreens getting free advertisement on my channel here. But so I'm trying to do this where I can see it and I'm so stupid. Why am I so stupid today? But it gives you, here we go. Okay. It gives you moderate carb options. If you really care about carbohydrates, I don't. Lower carb options, but look how high that freaking protein is, yo. A lot of protein. And then this is higher carb, which I guess is what I would follow, but I don't track macros, so. Okay, let me see. Wait, what? Oh my God, Sarah! We have the same birthday! How cool are we? We were born the exact same day. That's amazing. 2 Sarahs. It's Sarah Day. And spelled the right way. Oh my gosh. How funny. I love that. There's a huge moth on my window. It's distracting me. Yeah, so that calculator is really cool. I hope that that might help you. I would check it out. I mean, it's worth it to try it for a week. Our good friend who has not been in here in a while, but Christina, who has the channel Morbid to Mobile, she and I were talking a lot, right? And she's like, I'm using my Fitness Pal. It's telling me this. I'm doing what it says. But I'm not losing anything. And I said, girl, try TDE calculator, see what it says, and just try it. And sure enough, so she had been stuck for like weeks. And when she did the TDE calculator and followed the recommendations from that, the scale started moving for her again. So I know that's one particular success story. And for me personally, it works. Everybody's different, right? Everybody's different, but I encourage you to give it a try. Yes. Check it out. Sarah, it is crazy. I freaking love it. I'm so excited. Aw, Mary, have a great day. We're gonna wrap up here soon. Because how do you top 2 Sarahs having the exact same birthday? I mean the exact same, to the year and everything. That's amazing. We're so cool. Love it. So yeah, Jess has a birthday this month too. Jess is going to the beach. She's probably on the beach now, but Jess has a birthday. There's lots of June babies. My husband's birthday is the day before mine. He's June 26th, but he's a little older than I am. He's gonna be 41. but I don't want to be 38. I want to say I feel 31. I'm 31 at heart. Anyway, guys, I think we'll wrap it up here. This was a fun chat. So just a reminder, I should have said this in the beginning too for people who don't watch the replay all the way through. Oh my gosh, Christina. Busy month. June is a great birthday month, I feel like. I don't know why. Maybe I guess because it's my birthday is in that month, but I love June. June is like my favorite month. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this chat. Next Sunday, I will not be here. I will be on an airplane at this time, heading to New Jersey. So, oh, your husband's birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday to him. Yay. So I'll be traveling next week, so I won't be. I have videos for you. Oh, guys, don't forget. I think a good chunk of you already did who are here. There's like nobody here right now, but if you didn't, in the Facebook group, there is a poll that I'm only giving to people who are in my Facebook group on which video you want to see this Wednesday versus next Wednesday while I'm on vacation. So if you haven't voted in that, which I think most of you that were here today have already, I see those familiar names. But if you haven't, go over there and vote because I want to make sure I want to give the people what they want, right? But yeah, so I'll be on vacation next week, and so no live stream. So if somebody wants to pick up the slack and do a live support chat on Sunday morning, here's your chance. So anyway, I appreciate you guys. This was a lot of fun. And I will be online for the rest of today and got to get some stuff done. I hope you all have an amazing day. And until next time, I'll see you real soon.